How are you guys doing? It is finally time for your extended reading for March. So this is just one last swoop across the table to get everything else that was missed from the other monthly readings. So if you need a personal reading, the information is in the description. Remember, you can pre-order a $25 live reading anytime on my website. Those are read in the order of which they come in every Saturday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, right here on this channel. With the full personal readings, though, I'm still only doing 24-hour readings right now. Other than that, I got the one-on-one Zoom calls. And for those of you catching this on time, we got like another day and a half before my course, How to Attract Your Life Partner, goes bye-bye from my website. March 1st, it's going bye-bye, and I have no idea when I'm breaking that course back out again. So the information for that's in the description of the video as well. All right, y'all. Starting this off with general messages. General messages for Taurus. So career, finance, friends, family, anything but romance. What general messages do we have for Taurus, universe? Ooh, Nine of Swords reversed. Two more. Ooh, the World card. Okay, I'm thinking, yeah, this looks like closure. You're getting closure with somebody. Now, remember, this is not romance. So the first thing that I'm thinking about is it friend or family? When it all comes down to it, it's the first person that comes to your mind when I say this. But I'm not getting any family energy from the spread. It could be whoever comes to your mind, but this feels more like a friend that you may have fallen out with in the past. I am feeling like there is going to be a reconnection. I don't know, man. We got this World card up here. So I think it's going to end up turning into closure, but it's not the type of closure that you would want or expect. Hang on, let me grab my water. It doesn't look like, when we think of closure, we think of, hey, it was cool. I apologize for what I did. I forgive you for what you did. Give them daps, fist bump. It's all good. I don't think it's going to quite be like that. If anything, it's probably going to end up turning into a repeat cycle. And that's all the closure you need. Sometimes it be like that, man. A lot of times when we want closure, what we really want is our version of the truth to be confirmed, right? It's the ego trying to justify everything that happened, based on the picture that you painted in your mind. And us getting closure, what that means is I want my vision to be confirmed. And sometimes, actually more often than not, you're just going to have to be faced with the fact that this person is not who you thought they were. And you get a chance to revisit somebody from the past, and they show you they're still doing the same shit. You're still the exact same person that I walked away from. Wow. The disrespect was the closure. That really is your true colors. You really ain't who the fuck I thought you was. That's what this feels like to me, man. That's what it feels like. Some of you could have been an Aries. I also have Cancer and Virgo. Remember, for those of you just now tuning in, this is general, so this is not romance. Feels like a friend to me. It could be a family member for some of you, I guess, or a friend close enough to be family with this Lovers card right here. Like it could have been somebody you was real close with, real tight with. I know over the past 5 years, lots and lots and lots of seemingly indestructible relationships came to an end, right? The last 5 years was incredibly divisive. Incredibly. So lots of people done fell out over the last 5 years, right? So, okay. Well, let's get some general advice. General advice for Taurus. What general advice do we have for Taurus? Two of Pentacles. Hang on. All right. Well, first of all, don't let your guard down. Don't let your guard down. Okay. And I had a feeling that was going to come up. I was telling myself if I was pulling the spread as the cards were coming out, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give the Five of Wands reverse speech whether that card comes out or not. And sure enough, it came out. Don't let it turn into a repeat cycle of drama. Don't do that. Don't do that. When, like, I know how hard it is when you think that you know who somebody is, and then you're handed evidence that shows you that the person you thought they were, you painted the wrong picture in your mind. That can be hurtful. It can be embarrassing, especially if you've defended them. How many of y'all have been there? You defended somebody, and then they turned around and proved everyone right. How many of you have been there? I know I have. Oh, yeah. It can be embarrassing. Makes you feel stupid, right? So it's easy for the ego to get tripped up in wanting to force things to be what it thought it was. You know? When somebody shows you their true colors, once, twice, 3 times, stop trying to repaint them. Let the disrespect be the closure. When you feel it starting to go there, you know, and you can really feel it starting to turn back into what it was, don't even engage. This is the one and only time that I recommend ghosting somebody. There might be a couple of other exceptions, but that, off the top of my head, that I can think of is one of the only times that I think it's acceptable to ghost somebody. If you know me, you know me. We got history together. You know me probably better than a lot of people know me. I'm not going to waste my energy explaining shit to you. You know what the fuck you doing. Don't act like you don't know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, and I'm not engaging. You going there again? Really? You going there again? Poof. Ghost. You know what you did. Don't play stupid. You know what you did. Yeah, you do. Oh, I don't know why they just ghosted. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Don't play dumb. I'm telling you, you don't want to create more karma. And at the end of the day, that's all this does. That's all it does is create karma. So, be careful. Be careful. Use discernment and energetic awareness. Okay, now let's move on to the love portion. Let's see. What did I do at the Aries reading? I done forgot. I forgot what the hell I did in the Aries reading. Let's see what's coming in next. I think I did what's coming in next. Who's coming in for the singles in March? Uh-oh, 2 of Wands. I'm sorry, 2 of Swords. Same thing, basically. Hangman reversed. Okay, so I do see you in communication with somebody in March. It almost kind of feels like they're a little bit more into you than you are them. I don't know. You're really overthinking this. You are all up in your head. I think there's a part of them, I don't know, that they're coming across a little love bombing. You know, coming on a little too strong, a little bit too intense. And maybe you've dealt with that kind of thing before, and based on what you've seen before, that usually ends up taking a very ugly left-hand turn later on down the line. But you can't really tell whether or not you trust this person's intentions. You're overthinking the hell out of this. It almost kind of feels like a too good to be true type thing. And I'm not here yet with this spread. I'm not here to tell you that it is or it's not. I don't know yet. But from your perspective, you're up in your head overthinking this. Is this just too good to be true? This person's love bombing me. I think they're just playing with me. You know, they probably got a DM full of other people. You're really kind of taking a step back and not really getting very emotionally involved. As a matter of fact, you might just kind of be inclined to pass up this opportunity. Okay, it could be a Leo for some of you. Also have Cancer. Okay. Well, let's see their true feelings, energies, and intentions. Next person Taurus connects with. Their true energy, feelings, and intentions. Two more shuffles, two more. Ooh, Eight of Cups. Seven of Swords reversed. Death card. Ace of Wands. Oh, you know what this looks like to me? Yeah, okay. So I can see what it is that you're energetically picking up on that would lead you to believe that this person's playing around. Let's cut to the chase. First of all, I don't think they are. And you know me, I'm going to fucking tell you if they are. Oh, I'm going to tell you. Do I got any new faces in here? Never seen me before? If you're new to my channel, warning. I don't sugarcoat shit. People get pissed off at me all the time because I read what the fuck comes through. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you what comes through. I'm going to tell you if I see some bullshit. Okay? I don't. I really don't. I don't think they're playing with you. I don't think they're playing games. What I do think, though, is that they fairly recently just walked away from somebody that betrayed them. Betrayed them and hurt them very badly. Very, very badly. And now they're in a hurry to jump into a new relationship as quickly as possible to try to alleviate the pain from the betrayal. Now, I think we've all done that. Most of us have. I'd be lying if I said I haven't. Now, that is one of the stupidest things that you can do. That's no different than running to the bar and getting drunk because you can't deal with it. I've done that too, right? It's really dumb. It doesn't work. But this person's intentions aren't bad. They don't mean any ill will, or they're not trying to play games with you or manipulate you or anything like that. It ain't nothing like that. They're not handling their situation very well. Because you can tell there's something more going on deep down in there. You can feel that there's somebody else's energy all over this person. You know, you can feel that intuitively, but, you know, the ego can't quite figure out exactly what's going on. But it would make, I can understand where you would come to that conclusion. It's not really the correct conclusion, but it's totally understandable as to why you would jump to that conclusion. It's very understandable. So, but just because their intentions aren't bad, that doesn't necessarily make this a good situation. Yeah. Well, let's just see how it play out. Let's see. Let's see how it play out. Ooh, Nine of Pentacles reverse. Hang on. Let's shuffle this up 2 more times. Justice reversed. Yeah, this is gonna, see, I told you. Same fucking energy in the heart of the spread as in the first spread. So I'm thinking that you are probably going to acquiesce to seeing what this person's all about. Right? They're coming on strong. They're coming on strong. And I think a lot of you are kind of giving in to the what if game, you know? And hey, it's cool, man. Shit, we all done it. Anybody that says they ain't done that, you a lie. You ain't fooling nobody but yourself. We all played the what if game, you know? And, yeah. With that kind of energy, person can have the best fucking intentions in the world. But if all they're really doing is trying to get into a relationship to cover up their betrayal, their heartbreak, their loneliness, their insecurities, man, that energy gonna bubble right up to the surface. And it's gonna get real ugly real quick. So, yeah, it's probably going to be a start quick, end quick type of thing. I don't even know if this will make it 2 or 3 weeks before some kind of ugly situation makes it crash and burn. Hey, man, these kind of situations can make for some very interesting learning experiences. They can. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. Queen of Swords. Wow, this is some interesting advice. Yeah, this is some, wow, okay. I've seen something similar to this come through, but okay. I think there's a very important learning experience in this situation. I would be doing you a disservice if I just simply told you to avoid it. I'd be doing you a disservice. Because later on down the line, there's something in this situation that's going to give you some very necessary wisdom that you're going to need to use later on down the line. See what I'm saying? That's the fucked up thing about this life, man. We can't just skate through this life avoiding all challenges, all obstacles, all problems, you know? I'm not saying I like the Earth game. Oh, hell no. I can't stand it here. But that's the way the game works. Like it or not, it is what it is. I'm going to say, handle this situation however you see fit. However you see fit. It might, for some of you, turn into an unfavorable experience. But there is no way to screw this up. Because one of two things. Either A, you already learned your lesson, and this will be a chance to exercise that knowledge. Or B, this is going to teach you what you need to know. One way or the other. Okay. It be like that sometimes, though, man. It do. You know what? I can tell you, just from my own personal experience, some of the most frustrating, infuriating, painful relationships and connections that I've ever had in my life are more responsible for where I am today than anything else. Like 80% of the wisdom that I teach on a daily basis came from going through those experiences. It be like that sometimes, man. It do. All right. Let's go ahead and shift gears now. Let's take a look and see what's going on with the person that you're interested in, your love interest. Person Taurus is interested in or thinking about. What's happening in March? Any other details? Anything else? Anything I missed about Taurus's love interest? Man, that lover's card is a strong old ass connection, ain't it? Woo, it's a strong connection. Not something you can just simply brush off and walk away from. Some of you may be wondering whether or not this person is your twin flame. Now, I made the decision 3 or 4 years ago not to touch that topic. I used to, but people just still don't really understand it. So I'm not here to say that it is or it's not. But if you come to me for a reading and you ask me, is this person my twin flame? There's only one card that I will accept that is an answer to that question, is the answer yes. And that's this. It's the only card I will accept. I don't know how anybody else reads it, but that's the way I read it. And so far, it's been pretty damn accurate. Okay. All right, you're maintaining a pretty level head through this. A pretty level head, but with the Fool reversed, Two of Cups reversed, it don't look like a whole lot of much and nothing's happening here, man. It really don't. 10 of Cups reversed. Looks pretty damn stagnant, man. I ain't gonna lie. Looks pretty damn stagnant. So it's probably gonna look just like February did, to be honest with you. Excuse me. It's not looking like a whole lot of much and nothing's happening here. Probably going to look like February did. The only thing I'm wondering, the part about this particular reading that bugs me a little bit is that when it comes to your love interest, there's 2 groups of you. The group that have made your feelings and your intentions known. It's no secret that there's an interest between the 2 of us. And there's the group of you who have never said or done anything to indicate your feelings. You just kind of got your fingers crossed, hoping that this person notices you too, and you ain't never said nothing. I am leaning towards the former rather than the latter when I read this. I'm assuming that y'all are at least flirting. At least. You know, at the very least, like a coworker, and we be flirting with each other, you know, making little sexual jokes and shit, and it's getting kind of, you know, I mean, hell, y'all may even be fucking. But, so having said that, yeah, it doesn't really look like a whole lot of forward movement is happening here, but this is such a strong connection. You can't just walk away from this. So, all right, well, let's see how they be feeling about you and what their energy looks like. How's this person feeling about Taurus in March? What's their energy look like? How are they feeling in March? What's their energy look like? 4 of Swords. Kind of feel like this person wants to take a break from dating for real. Yeah, Five of Cups. I don't know. They feel the same connection you do. They feel the same ass goddamn connection you do. And yes, they are very attracted to you. But at the same time, I think they want to take a break from dating, because the last time they got with somebody they felt this strong of a connection with, they were betrayed. They were betrayed very badly in the past. And I don't think they're ready to take the chance on putting themselves in the position to be betrayed again. But yes, they do feel the same connection you do. Yes, they do. They do. Okay, could be a Gemini for some of you. Could be a fellow Taurus. The Empress always comes up for you. Also has Sagittarius here. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Okay, let's get some advice on this. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? Whoa. Ooh, man. 10 of Wands. This is getting to a point where, if it hasn't yet, it's about to start affecting you very negatively. I think it already has for some of you. I think so. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Oh, Seven of Wands. Well, a decision needs to be made, man. I have a feeling. Did this advice already come through for this in February? I know I've told at least 2 other signs that same thing in February. A decision needs to be made, one way or the other. Now, again, I know it's not something that you can just easily walk away from, but you can make the decision. You can at least make the decision to shut the door on it. But a decision needs to be made. So I'm gonna run through the list of little talking points that I usually use for this kind of situation. Have you made your feelings and intentions known? Have you done that? If not, you might want to do that. That's no guarantee that it's going to get up off the ground right away, but at least you're doing what you can to push this situation in a different direction. Not only have you made your feelings and intentions known, but does this person know that they are safe to let their guard down and be themselves around you without being judged? And do they know, are they 100% sure that a life partnership with you will be rock fucking solid? I think at the end of the day, that's what we're all afraid of, isn't it? Loyalty is becoming a very rare commodity in today's day and age. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but god damn it, it's true. There just ain't very many fucking people out there that are ride or die anymore. You know? So many people are just so flaky and so shady, and they say one thing and do another, and you just can't fucking trust nobody. You just can't trust them. So that's what I would recommend. But a decision needs to be made, because this burden is only getting heavier and heavier as time goes on. Okay? The universe is adding a stick to the bundle every day. Every day. And you may not notice it, but it's getting a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier and a little bit heavier. And if a decision isn't made, it's going to eventually break you. It's going to eventually break you. Because I do think y'all have a soul contract. I think you do. The thing is, both of you have to be on board. That's the thing. And the bad part is, when it comes down to it, there's nothing you can do as far as controlling the decision that somebody else makes. There's some things that you can do to influence the situation, but you have no control over how they feel, how they see things, what decision they make, how they see you. There's really no control over that. So all you can really do, let your feelings and your intentions be known. Let it be known that you can open up and be your goddamn self around me without being judged at all. And I'm rock motherfucking solid. I'm ride or goddamn die. If you got me by your side, it would be very hard to fuck things up. Very hard. Very, very hard. You would have to fuck up royally for me to walk away. Royally. Let them know that. They have to know that some way, somehow. It's going to be different for every one of you, depending on the person and the situation. All right? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus family needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of the video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.